All right, welcome back. You're watching Newsx. My name is Vineet. After 2 long decades of political separation, cousins Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray finally came together to share stage today at a public rally in Mumbai. The event, titled Voice of the Marathis, has been jointly organized by Shiv Sena UBT and the MNS, marking the first time since the two estranged leaders came together since 2005 to share a platform, as Raj Thackeray held a press conference in December 2005 at the Shivaji Park Gymkhana to announce his exit from the Shiv Sena. Bal Thackeray watched the proceedings on TV at his residence in Maharashtra, the party's power centre. And after 2 decades of parting ways, it isn't a sudden craving for sibling affection that is making Raj and Uddhav Thackeray speak in conciliatory tones. Well, there have been several political twists and turns, and the estranged cousins are at the end of their political rope. In 2005, Maharashtra witnessed Raj Thackeray's dramatic exit from Shiv Sena, and Raj formally announced his resignation from the party. Raj announced the formation of the MNS from the very same Shivaji Park Gymkhana, where his uncle Balasaheb Thackeray founded Shiv Sena. Hours after Raj's explosive press conference, Uddhav attacked Raj, saying Sena will survive. And on the 18th of December 2025, Raj resigned formally from the party, while Balasaheb watched him resign from Maharashtra, his residence in Mumbai. On March 2006, Raj founded MNS and started his own political party. Over the years, both Raj and Uddhav went through several political turns. There were moments when they, in fact, came face to face also, from Uddhav's mild heart attack to Balasaheb Thackeray's funeral in 2012. While Uddhav struggled to keep the party's identity during the tussle with Eknath Shinde, now Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Raj criticized and questioned Uddhav's Hindutva ideology. Both parties clashed several times, and now on the 5th of June 2025, both brothers came together under one platform on the issue of Marathi pride. Mr. Arvind Sawant, Shiv Sena UBT Member of Parliament, is with us on the program. Sir, appreciate you taking out the time and speaking with us. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay, so I can see you, sir. Maybe you can see me when the recording is shared with you. Sir, both the brothers have come together. The warring cousins have come together. But sir, there is a theory that, why have these two suddenly discovered their love for Marathi ahead of the civic elections?
It's not at all related to civic election. Of late, we were demanding the Marathi language should be given a status of a classical language. The central government took 10 years to give that status, and suddenly, in the month of April, some podcast, the Honorable Raj Thackeray said that my ego is not about the Maharashtra's interest. That started the coming together, you can say the way for coming together. But then again, there was some pause. You can say he made a statement, and then Honorable Uddhavji also responded the statement very positively. But then it did not move ahead of it. In between, the Maharashtra government issued a GR and said that all the students from first standard will be compulsory have to study the Hindi language in addition to the 2 languages. That means a child which will go for the first standard has to learn 3 languages. It is not there in the education policy of the central government. What for they were forcing it? And that forcible stand of the state government, the Honorable Raj Thackeray retaliated, and Uddhavji Thackeray also retaliated on the same. And they responded in a very different way. They said that we will come on road for this issue. But when 2 rallies were to be conducted, Raj Thackeray ji has said that why 2 rallies on the one issue? Let us come together. And that has started, nothing to do with the civil elections. We have come together to maintain the dignity of the Marathi language.
Sir, I hear you, sir. But the opposition is saying that you are weaponizing language, and that this is being done for electoral survival. There is no other mudda. And this is also about political irrelevance. Why are you focusing on language when there are other issues which can be talked about for the benefit of the people of Maharashtra?
Did we focus or the state government focused? Why the government issued a GR at this time? You tell me. Do you mean to say after the forcible GR, which was they would not only they issued the GR, we were pleading them not to do, not to do, not to do, but they still went on forcing it. What was the reason? You must ask the question to the government. What was the necessity for you to force three language formula in Maharashtra for a child which is going to the school? I don't understand. Is it there? You tell me which are the two languages will be taught. Third language, which will be the third language, will be taught in the Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh. Let us know. Why force?
Okay.
Not only Maharashtra, all south states have opposed it vehemently. All south states have opposed it.
But sir, so do you think this climate?
I mean, and ridiculous to claim it that it is for the civil election. Oh,
Fair
hell
enough.
with it here. The people who could not civic elections for last, why don't you ask them question for last 4 years?
Fair
why
enough,
you
sir.
could not conduct the civic election?
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough, sir. But right now I'm asking you a question, sir. So, but do you think
It
this?
is unconstitutional that for last 3 years have passed. The government is not able to conduct the civic elections in Mumbai and in almost all municipal corporations of the Maharashtra. Is it not?
So the Article 19 of the Constitution allows every person to speak their own language. Do you think this language intimidation, which was done by MNS very recently, should be supported by your party?
One moment. First thing you must understand, we are not against Hindi. Never. We were never against Hindi. Not against Hindi today also, and will not be against Hindi tomorrow also. Issue is that why you are forcing the child to learn the language at first standard. What we have
sir,
given
that's not the question I asked you, sir. So that's not the question I asked you, sir.
Let the nation know it.
That is not what I asked you, sir. It's not the child, sir. It's not the question I asked you, sir. That's not what I asked you, sir. So what about the Marathi enforcement? So what about Marathi enforcement and intimidation?
I am coming to that. No, I will come to that. But don't create a perception that we are against Hindi. We are not at all against Hindi.
I never said that, sir. I never even mentioned Hindi. I said Marathi being enforced.
It is the most inclusive state. In Mumbai, everybody stays, many of 90% people speak Hindi. No issue. Forcible implementation of the GR to learn Hindi from first standard. That was the only thing. That was the only cause for which we are opposed. Now, the other part, when you say that intimidation, no, not at all. Maybe a one or two. It cannot happen from one side. It cannot happen. If you arrogantly answer and insult Marathi, the reaction is bound to come in that. It doesn't mean you are allowed to insult the local language. Who says no? He should have said. The man who should have said, I will try to learn. I understand, but I am not able to speak. I will not speak. Whatever it may be. Then the people.
But sir, Raj Thackeray has shaken hands. Right, sir. Right, sir.
Can someone go in Tamil Nadu and say?
I agree with you. I heard you out, sir. I heard you out, sir. So, Raj Thackeray, talking about the fact that Maharashtra is for Marathis and Maharashtra is one state which, is the most successful one other than all the Hindi-speaking states. Is that language, that something that you endorse? Is that the divisive language that a Thackeray should be speaking? And should Mr. Uddhav Thackeray not critique it?
Where did he speak about a divisive language?
When he says that Maharashtra is ahead of all the Hindi-speaking states, to me that is divisive, sir.
No, he did not say like that.
He said that, sir.
You don't. That is what the perceptions. Don't create such perception. Never ever said that. He too has said. Both we have listened to both. None of them have said like. Don't forget, the linguistic provinces have been made by the Constitution of India. Linguistic provinces have been made by the Constitution of India. Maharashtra did not get its linguistic state. They have to fight for it. After sacrificing 106 people's lives, the Maharashtra state was formed in 1960, not in 1950. Try to understand that. It was one state, Mumbai state, where Gujarat and Maharashtra were included. After this agitation, this revolution, you can say, we got the state along with Mumbai. Now still Mumbai, we as the financial capital of the country, we are inclusive. You can say entire India is there in Mumbai. living happily, but don't insult. We never insulted Hindi. You show me we have insulted Hindi or a Hindi speaking man.
Fair enough, sir.
Do we have any
Fair enough,
incident
sir.
like this? You show me an incident within the last 50 years that because he is speaking Hindi, somebody was assaulted. No.
All right,
He has
sir.
the liberty to speak in Hindi, but he cannot insult Marathi.
I agree with you, sir. I agree with you. So thank you so much. You took out the time and did not dodge any of my questions. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. All right. Also being joined by Advocate Manasvi Thapar, political analyst. Mr. Varun Singh, senior journalist, is joining us. Chandrasekhar Jha, Shiv Sena UBT spokesperson, also with us on the program. Mr. Daniel Francis, political analyst, joins us on the program as well. Manasvi, I'll begin with you. Well, you know, both the brothers have come together. Manasvi, are you there with us? Okay, I think. Okay. All right. Let me bring in Mr. Varun Singh also in this conversation. Varun, are you there with us? Mr. Varun Singh?
Yes, very much.
All
yes,
right.
very much.
We
Tell
just
me.
spoke with Mr. Sawant. You know, I asked him a few very
I
direct
heard
questions. I asked him, I said, is this the language that is being used to woo the voters? Isn't this something which is sowing divisive discord between communities in Maharashtra? If you're going out there and attacking people for not speaking Marathi and you are a part of a political party, then you are doing and endorsing what the High Command is letting you.
Let me tell you a simple thing, Vineet. The rally that happened today, or the meeting that happened today at NSCI in Burli, to be very honest, if you hear what Raj said, Raj has repeated the same thing that he has been saying since 2008 January. Whereas, you have to give simple credit to him that he stuck with the points that he has been speaking for such a long time. He didn't bring in much of politics, unlike Uddhav Thackeray. And while you might point things out of Raj Thackeray's speech, I would like to just point one or two. I would like to take one or two points from Uddhav Thackeray's speech where he hit below the belt. For example, saying don't invite leaders of Bharatiya Janata Party to your weddings. If they come, they will create a rift between the husband and the wife, or probably still unsatisfied, they might take away the bride or the groom away from you. That is not the kind of the language that was expected from here. And what I am told, it has not gone well with many people, including if you see the gestures over there on the stage. Not even Raj Thackeray or Uddhav Thackeray seemed aligned on most of the issues. The way you asked Arvind Sawant a simple question, which he didn't answer, but Uddhav Thackeray answered it on the stage itself, that he has come here for an alliance, not only to win the municipal election, but also to have his government in the center in the state in Maharashtra along with Raj Thackeray. So Raj Thackeray probably came here for Marathi Asmita, but Uddhav Thackeray came here for the survival of his own political future, and that was clearly visible. And what Raj Thackeray has said is nothing new. It has been said. His people have been doing it, what they did today also and what they have done earlier also. This is not new for Mumbai and Maharashtra. People, I don't know why the government doesn't take strong step. Yes, they acted, they have arrested people, but it is probably for the government to answer why they are letting these things or hooliganism happen, allowing the hooliganism to happen. What Raj Thackeray is doing is his style of politics.
But that is definitely a politics that invites relegation, Manasvi, doesn't it? It is perhaps the same politics, Manasvi, that has put the MNS in the back burner, in terms of their political relevance.
See, that's the style of politics of MNS, and having said that, in the 1990s, early 1990s, Shiv Sena was the big brother which led the BJP to come in Maharashtra, and then subsequently after 2014, BJP became the bigger brother in terms of politics in Maharashtra, and now Shiv Sena being divided and coming together of the brothers and of the Shiv Senics could be a game changer for them. Specifically, it is not about whose style or whose thing. It's about survival of both the political parties. It's not about the Asmita of Maharashtra as such, but it's about Asmita of the political stand which they stand for. And how is it going to work it out for them? I think it's a good step for them if it turns out into votes. Apart from that, I don't feel there is anything over and above that. It is basically plain and simple politics, politics of survival of both the individuals and both the political parties. Shiv Sena, you read it in the books of Shiv Sena's history, that it's a mistake to have BJP as a party for them in support, because that's not something which worked well for Uddhav at any point now. So for them, this is a natural step. This is a good motivation for them. But how does the people of Maharashtra actually take it up? Do they consider this as an asmita of Maharashtra? Do they consider it as a political gimmick? Or do they feel that this is what we want to go for, this is what we want to fight for, and this is where our asmita is getting hurt, and then it would be a game changer for them? And being in Maharashtra, it's the economical capital of the country. And I don't think that this kind of narrative is a longer narrative. It's very extreme right, which MNS is trying to portray. How many takers are going to be there? That is something we'll have to see in the future to come.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, quickly. Quickly.
You know, I feel people who haven't studied Maharashtra politics make such statements that BJP used Shiv Sena as a big brother, because BJP even in 1985 had 16 assembly MLAs, while Shiv Sena had none. And even after that also, BJP has been there in the state of Maharashtra even before Shiv Sena started winning assembly elections. So saying this is completely wrong in terms of historical facts, that BJP used the Shiv Sena to come in, because BJP has been there, and Shiv Sena and BJP came in an alliance later, and then they started.
Okay, fair enough. I'll come back to you. Chandrasekhar Jha, Shiv Sena UBT spokesperson, also with us on the program. Mr. Jha, thank you for speaking with us. Do you think that this is a move, out of desperation and political relevance by the Shiv Sena UBT, or do you think that the Marathi Manus is going to be very, very pleased that both these brothers are coming back together, and that definitely will also reflect upon the political turnout that these two parties will garner?
See, the first thing is that it's not a political merger, it's a family merger. And both the brothers are coming together into the family, and they are now entering into the main politics as a merged family members. So in future, what we will see the Maharashtra having a different angle of politics, and the politics will take a U-turn, because what has happened that the BJP took that advantage from us, being Shiv Sena with them, and that advantage focused the BJP to come into the picture. Otherwise, if we would have not been there with BJP would have never come with this kind of gesture into the politics and as well as the seats. So what we believe completely, that this family merger will help the politics, and it is not a desperation, because Shiv Sena was never desperate to come into the picture or the chair. It is the BJP who has taken advantage, and they have divided the Shiv Sena, and eventually they have done so many things against Shiv Sena. So in near future, what will happen, the politics of Maharashtra will take a U-turn. It will help always help the regional parties, because if this merger will go ahead, you will see major results coming into picture, and all these things will happen. So we cannot say that it's the complete desperation. Yes, the politics and language are interconnected, and eventually the language politics in any region is the best politics, because it's a regional politics. So I believe that everybody should learn their regional languages where they are staying for 10 to 12 years. They should learn, and they should write also. And it is not a question that somebody is intentionally hurting some language, but the clapping goes on with the both hands. So if somebody is insulting Marathi language, they are getting their results. So we are not saying that it is obligatory to speak Hindi, or it is obligatory to speak Marathi, but you should not misuse or insult someone's language, because it's an emotional connect in a region. So you cannot deny the emotional connect. You should give importance to.
All right, fair enough. Let me rope in Daniel Francis into this conversation as well. As you can see from our graphics, the MNS hardly has any political relevance or any importance. Daniel, can it be concluded that political parties who are using language to stoke fear and identity or creating a crisis are doing so because they have nothing else or very little to offer?
That's how linguistic chauvinism really works. That's how identity politics really works. Events that happen around us are blown out of proportion and are made to look as if the identity of or the language or the culture or the religion is in crisis. And that's how campaigns are really built. If you really see the talk of these two brothers coming together, started after both brothers had the worst political, defeats of their life, and they are not coming together to either save Marathi language or Marathi culture. They are definitely coming to save their own future and the future of their children, because Aditya Thackeray merely escaped through in Worli.
But Daniel,
And,
sorry to interject you, but Raj Thackeray has tried these tactics and these antics before, and they fell flat on his face. Why would you repeat something like this, which has given you a measured response in the past?
it is not about a measured response. Raj Thackeray has been, true to this kind of politics for a very long time. And he did not do any kind of political compromises or had convenient alliances. That is why he was also out of power, because there's also a belief that he lacks that pragmatism of politics. Nevertheless, Mumbai or the region around Mumbai has also drastically changed. It has a lot of population that is multilinguistic in nature. All kind of people from the whole country live here. So if you see that both the parties are actually very, talking very carefully and throwing the line very carefully, and they understand that, appealing to Marathi votes, they also evade the other votes that they have and the new cultural and demographic sensitivities that are there. But they don't have any option but to go back to their roots, because they have tried everything and they are not able to succeed. Now imagine Hindutva. Hindutva, for example, Uddhav Thackeray can say that he's a Hindutva party. But if he's with the Congress, that's an oxymoron. Only when he is with BJP, his Hindutva starts, operationalizing, pays dividends. You cannot have that. If these people are now going to be in bed with the Congress and say we are with Marathi Manus, now Congress is going to come out and defend what's happening with people from other Hindi-speaking languages in Mumbai. They will take advantage of it, because Congress has also earlier, before the BJP came into Mumbai and Maharashtra, these were all Congress voters. So they will also search avenues for themselves. This is a political alliance, very interesting alliance. I see it with great seriousness. And these two brothers coming in, there's no love in it. There's absolutely political pragmatism, political compulsions that are there. But please understand that both these brothers put together also are not more than 20 assembly seats in Maharashtra.
True.
Yeah. Raj Thackeray 0, Uddhav Thackeray 20. And no presence, and they are threatened in particularly Mumbai MMR region with the rise of Shinde.
Okay, let me bring in Manasvi once again into this conversation. Manasvi, do you think that there is a credible threat to their political relevance, and it's an existentialist crisis for both these brothers at this point in time?
I think this is in Indian politics. This is a scenario for all the regional political parties. I don't feel that is not a threat. I think definitely there is a threat, and further with the dominance of BJP there, and the BJP being at center, and regionally also they are cultivating leadership, and they have a free way for all those opposition leaders from different ideologies to come to BJP, become ministers, and become MLAs, MPs wherever they get an opportunity. Yeah, they do that. So that's a threat for, I think, all the regional political parties you see all across. And most importantly, wherever BJP had an alliance with any of the political partners, they have somehow miserably failed. The alliance partners have been decimated, be it in Punjab, be it in anywhere, be it in Maharashtra, be it anywhere else. So this is a be it in Haryana. So now what happens here is it's a survival thing. Definitely, there is no point denying that. The highest MNS ever had was in 2009, 13 seats. After that, it was always single digit, and today MNS in Assembly, Maharashtra Assembly, 0 seats. So having said that, it's there is something known as that you are a TV, you are a social media leader, and then there is something, you are a grassroots level leader. in terms of garnering vote, I feel BJP is much more capable in terms of having booth level management, having karyakartas, having a system in place. Being in power gives them an advantage. Being in center gives them that advantage. And while MNS does not have ever tasted any kind of a winning thing in either assembly, either in Lok Sabha, so MNS does not have a vote share also. Today speaking, in the last assembly in Maharashtra, the vote share of MNS was around 10 lakh votes, which is nothing in comparison to what BJP had, in comparison to what Congress had, and even NCP for that matter. So this is basically a survival tactics for both the brothers. And if it works out for them, I think that is going to work out for their political career, for their party's political career. But I feel it is very different now. The present day Maharashtra is completely different from what it was in 1990s, 2000, 2010. It's a completely evolved Maharashtra politics. And these people have not been in consistent power since last almost 2 decades. So there is a lack of acumen or maturity, I would say, to lead a sarkar. While BJP is there, very strong, and I don't feel there is a real-time challenger to BJP's leadership, specifically in Maharashtra, from any political party. They have the system in place. That system is very difficult to be overtaken by any individual or politics. It is very good to debate, to see that there can be a fortune change for both the brothers. It is very good to have an academic discussion, but on a practical purpose, I feel BJP is very strong. Apart from media headlines and media debates happening, I don't feel grassroots level discussions are going to change. I don't feel that is going to be converted into votes. That's not going to happen. I don't feel so.
Okay, fair enough. Varun, same question for you. There has to be some evolution when it comes to both these parties. The Aam Aadmi Party may have been routed in Delhi, but when they did bring in fresh ideas, they were voted in. Do you think that both these brothers, in their quest for political relevance, need to abandon some of their old battles and focus on the newer ones?
See, to be very honest, Maharashtra Navnirman Sena and Raj Thackeray tasted success only once, and it was on the topic of language divide. His anti-North Indian tirade in 2008 January yielded him a lot of success. 13 MLAs in the assembly, 29 corporators in BMC, equal number of corporators in KDMC, which are very rich municipal corporations. So he wouldn't mind repeating that again and again, because in 2014, when he didn't use that plaque, he failed. In 2017 BMC election, when he didn't use that plaque, he failed. So probably he would like to go back to it. But talking about Uddhav Thackeray right now has understood that only based on his vote bank, that is the Muslim vote bank in Mumbai, he is not going to win elections, because he could scrape through in Burli. Aditya Thackeray could scrape through because MNS candidate took away that number of votes, the difference because of which Milind Devra lost. And equally in Mahim, his candidate won because Raj Thackeray's son Amit Thackeray took a considerable amount of vote. So this is all about politics of survival. They know that in across India, if you see, they are playing with the emotion that every family has. आज आप कहीं पे भी देखो, आपको कहीं का भी भाई, दो भाई साथ में आ रहे हैं, that connects you emotionally, and that is what is being played over here. Probably they may get some seats, and I'm trying to tell you, it might help them in getting some seats more in BMC, provided Congress is ready to accept Raj Thackeray. Today, Bhalchandra Mungekar, a Congress leader, was present over there. Probably they are thinking about it. But when it will come to seat sharing in BMC, out of 227 seats, I don't think the Congress, which has been contesting more than 150 seats in the past, would let go so many seats to Uddhav and Raj Thackeray. So probably Uddhav Thackeray will have an alliance with Raj Thackeray, and the Congress will be out of the alliance for the BMC elections. That is what I can see and tell you about what is happening in Mumbai for the municipal corporation elections.
Okay,
right
fair
now,
enough.
With these two brothers
Appreciate your thoughts, but we have run out of time. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this conversation.